Good morning friends. Today I am going to tell you in detail about shoulder replacement surgery. I request all of you to see this video completely so you get a good understanding about types of shoulder replacement and when we have to do shoulder replacement surgeries. Now, shoulder replacement surgery is a very new development in the orthopedic surgery. You must have heard about knee replacement and hip replacements performed very commonly, but shoulder replacement is relatively an uncommon and less performed surgery. But the incidence or the chances of shoulder replacement surgery are growing nowadays. The indications are expanding, the surgical technique is expanding, and the types of shoulder replacement surgeries have also increased a lot. So we have dedicated this video regarding the types of shoulder replacement surgery that we can offer to our patients. The most common shoulder replacement options that a doctor and a patient has are hemi replacement, means you replace half of the joint. Total shoulder replacement means you replace whole of the joint, and reverse shoulder replacement, in which you replace the ball with the socket. Now let me tell you about the biomechanics of the shoulder joint. The shoulder joint is a unique joint in the body which has got a 360-degree range of motion. Now what that essentially means is that it has got a very good range of motion and very good function. So if we talk about shoulder movement, it is a very mobile joint, and that is at the compensation of the stability. So it is a very mobile joint, and for us as a shoulder surgeons, it is a challenge to give that motion back to the patient. The shoulder joint is a ball and socket type of a joint. So on the arm side there is a ball, and on the body side there is a socket. And when we replace only the ball, that is called as a hemi replacement or half shoulder replacement surgery. So this is a surgery which is traditionally performed for ages, but in present era the indications or the need of half shoulder replacement, of hemi shoulder replacement, has decreased considerably. I will tell you when a half shoulder replacement or a hemi shoulder replacement needs to be done. The most common need is when you have a bad fracture of your shoulder bone which is completely shattered and we are not able to fix it with a plate. So a very bad fracture of the shoulder may require a hemi replacement or half shoulder replacement surgery, and this is usually a cemented kind of a joint. There are some few other indications or few other conditions in which a half shoulder replacement may be needed, and there are maybe some tumors in the knee, in the shoulder, and occasionally you can have osteoarthritis in which you may consider doing a hemi shoulder replacement for some specific reasons. Now comes the total shoulder replacement. Now total shoulder replacement is a surgery in which both the socket and the ball is changed. So it's called as a total shoulder replacement. Usually the socket side there is a cemented plastic that we put, and on the ball side there is a ball with a stem which goes into the arm of the patient. So here the socket side is a cemented one and the ball side has a stem which can be either cemented or uncemented. Now people ask me when a total shoulder replacement surgery needs to be done. So the total shoulder replacement surgery is indicated in a particular set of patients in which the patient is suffering from osteoarthritis of the shoulder or any other like rheumatoid arthritis or inflammatory arthritis of the shoulder, but there are two prerequisites to it. Number one, the patient should have an intact rotator cuff, means the rotator cuff musculature which gives motion to the shoulder joint should be intact, there should be no tear and it should be functional. And the second need is that there should be not a significant bone loss or bony wear, so that we can put our prosthesis in a proper position. So if these two conditions are fulfilled and the patient is relatively younger age, then you can consider doing a total shoulder replacement, that is replacing both the ball and the socket part of the shoulder joint. Now comes the recent most advancement which has actually changed the plethora of the shoulder replacement surgery, and that is called as a reverse shoulder replacement surgery. Now this is a very unique concept which was developed, and this concept actually reverses the anatomy and the biomechanics of the shoulder. The ball becomes the socket and the socket becomes the ball. So by doing that, what we essentially do is we increase the lever arm, and the deltoid function, the upper muscle which is called as a deltoid, acts even if the interior anatomy and the rotator cuff of the shoulder is bad, and then the patient is able to achieve an excellent functional result. So a reverse shoulder replacement has got many advantages. The functional result is excellent, and this joint can work in absence of rotator cuffs also. For a successful hemi shoulder replacement and a total shoulder replacement, an intact rotator cuff is essential, whereas even if the rotator cuff is torn or absent, we can have very good results with reverse shoulder replacement, because here the work of the rotator cuff is actually done by increasing of the deltoid lever arm. So deltoid takes away the action of the rotator cuff muscles. Now reverse shoulder replacement is an excellent procedure in patients who are suffering from massive rotator cuffs and rotator cuff arthropathy. So large rotator cuff tears which cannot be repaired nicely, can be addressed nicely with reverse shoulder replacement. And there is a very important phenomenon. So a neglected rotator cuff, so if you have a rotator cuff injury, you neglect it, you don't get it treated, unfortunately it will worsen with time. The size and the dimensions of the tear will increase with time, and the patient will slowly land up into arthritis because of that, and that is called as a rotator cuff tear arthropathy. And this is a classical need, a classical indication where a reverse shoulder replacement is very useful. Besides rotator cuff arthropathy, there are other conditions also in which reverse shoulder replacement can be used. Like if you have severe osteoarthritis, even with a bony loss or a bone wear, you can use a reverse shoulder replacement. In inflammatory arthritis like seronegative arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis, you can use a reverse shoulder replacement. Even if the rotator cuff is bad or non-functional or there is a tear, then you can use it in post-traumatic scenario. Like if you have any fractures in the shoulder, bad fracture which cannot be reconstructed, you can use a reverse shoulder replacement very successfully. If you have a plate or you have any surgery and supposedly the surgery has not worked, then you can use a reverse shoulder replacement surgery very successfully. Any condition which has deformed your shoulder, then you can use the reverse shoulder replacement surgery very successfully. So in short, this is the recent most development. Reverse shoulder replacement is the recent most development in the shoulder replacement surgery portfolio, and it is a little bit costly nowadays, but we hope that the cost will reduce as the time will go. But definitely the functional results that we get with the reverse shoulder are very, very optimistic. And if you see about the results of all these three, like we have talked about hemi replacement, the total replacement and the reverse shoulder replacement, the relief in the pain is best and the function that the patient gets is the best in reverse shoulder replacement surgery, because the functionality or the movement that a patient achieves after a reverse shoulder replacement is much better than it is after a hemi replacement or a total replacement surgery. Now, reverse shoulder replacement surgery, as I told you, instead of the total shoulder, it is different. So the socket in the total shoulder is a plastic socket, and it is fixed with a cement, whereas here in the reverse shoulder replacement, the socket is a metal socket and it's an uncemented and it is fixed with screw. So the longevity of the socket is much more than a total shoulder. In a total shoulder, there is always a chance of loosening on the socket side, whereas the loosening on the socket side in a reverse shoulder is less. The reverse shoulder does have some problems in itself. There are some chances of technical issues like notching, instability, some episodes of dislocations, nervous injuries, but overall it has turned out to be a game changer in the field of shoulder replacement surgery. So friends, if you have any problem in the shoulder which is terminal and you are very fed up with the problem, then that problem can be solved with a shoulder replacement surgery if done successfully at a shoulder center in expert hands. Friends, if you have any more queries pertaining to shoulder replacement surgery, you can write on the comment box. We will be very happy to help you out. We would also like you to subscribe our channel for similar videos. Thanks a lot.